Very cheerful morning, dear students. Hope you all are safe and fine at your places. So, we have been starting the chapter Alternative Centers of Powers, and today I am taking up the topic, one of its topic, European Union. This chapter is from book 1 of your textbook, and today we will learn about one alternative center of power, that is European Union. It is an organization with the following features. European Union was formed to make all European countries capable of facing world's superpower America and Soviet Union at the political, economic and cultural levels. And European Union was formed in order to establish unity and coordination between European countries. So, dear students, we will study about its various symbols like European Union. It has its main symbols. Number 1, European flag. So it has its flag, which stands for golden stars, 12 stars in a circle, which symbolize solidarity and harmony between the peoples of Europe. So the European flag is one thing. Then it has European anthem, the melody used to symbolize the European Union comes from a ninth symphony composed in 1823 by Ludwig van Beethoven. Then European Day. The idea behind the European Union were first put forward on 9th May 1950. So this is why 9th May is celebrated as a key date for the EU. Then EU has its motto that united in diversity. So you must remember the main thing which is to be remembered, that what are the main symbols. So it has its own flag, anthem, founding date and currency, which makes the European Union look like a nation state, and euro is the currency of European Union. So this is the national Europeans flag, European Union flag. It has 12 golden stars and which represent the solidarity and harmony among all the states of. This is the sign of currency euro. Introduction of euro. Euro was established by the provisions in the 1992 Maastricht Treaty on European Union. Introduction of euro took place principally on 31st December 1998. So in this you must remember that euro is the single currency of European Union for all the European countries which are using euro as their currency. So this currency, it enables that the trade can be on easy terms, and moreover it facilitates free flow of money. Then what is the European Union? You must know that what is European Union. European Union is a unique economic and political partnership between 27 European countries. So if anyone asks you what is European Union, what do you know about EU? So its shorter term is EU. So it means it is a unique economic and political partnership between 27 European countries. It has delivered half a century of peace, stability, prosperity, and it also help its all countries among themselves to raise the living standard of the people, launch a single European currency, that is euro, and build a single Europe wide market in which people, goods, services, and capital move among member states as freely as within one country. So this is the best point about European Union. The main idea behind its origin was making war unthinkable among Europeans, means Europeans should not fight among themselves, and together they must manage the main materials which are used in war, like coal and steel. So the goal of European currency, it has been the main agenda, that why there should be a common currency, that is number 1, to continue to improve Europe's economy by regulating trade and commerce, and moreover to form a single market also for Europe's economic resources. Economic resources must have single market and they should be under this, and all these goals were accomplished. Other goals were developed, like environmental movements, they have been there in Europe, regulatory acts, and then human right concerns. So the principal objectives of EU: number 1, establish European citizenship; number 2, ensure freedom, security, and justice; number 3, to promote economic and social progress; and then Europe's role in the world affairs. Then comes, what does EU do? Euro, it's single currency for all Europeans. They are free to move, and moreover there will be a peace among all the European countries, and it is an area of freedom, security, and justice for all. Then fewer frontiers, like more jobs will be there. People can move freely in one European country to another in search of job, and there are very less restrictions, almost no restrictions, and an information society for everybody, and caring about the environment. Then there were historic steps. It's a timeline which is being presented here. So here you must remember only some of the dates which are very, very important. Like in 1992, European single market becomes a reality, and in 1993, the Treaty of Maastricht, it establishes the European Union. So this you must remember. And then euro is the currency, and EU has 27 member states, and at present scenario, if we see, Britain, it has been exit from EU. So the present scenario we will see accordingly, but you must remember as per your NCERT syllabus that there has been 27 member states. And then treaties, various treaties, they have been signed, which are basically about the cooperation built on law, and number of treaties have been signed. This is not in your syllabus in detail, so you can skip this also, but this is another topic under this, like key areas of cooperation. What are the areas of cooperation among European countries and other countries of the world? Number 1, political relations, they are built, and then trade and investment, obvious. Economic and development cooperation is there, and cultural exchanges, this is most important. And how does EU spends its money? Like it has its budget, and more of it, EU as a global player, it spends 6% on developmental aids, and then natural resources, and then freedom and security and justice providing, and other administration also. And moreover, it's sustainable growth, they also pay attention on job competitiveness and regional development. And then the development cooperation strategy. What is their developmental cooperation strategy? EU and India, if we talk about their relations, like their agreement, it focus on poverty reduction projects. Number 1, and number 2 is public health and primary education. So, poverty reduction project, these promote an efficient and sustainable use of resources, and sector programs aimed at improving basic social services so that there should be no poverty, and work should be done in order to reduce poverty. Then public health care and primary education, this we all know that about health system. If we talk about European countries, Europe has its the most advanced health system, and these are the largest sector program at the moment. So dear students, about EU, if we talk about, it is the largest institution, and moreover it has its greater role to play. So in 1992, European Union was established with an aim to create a common foreign and security policy, cooperation on justice and home affairs, and single currency euro among all the European nations. Then in summing up, we conclude as like it has its own flag, anthem, founding date, currency with vast economic and political, diplomatic and military influence. Economically, it is one of the biggest world economies, capable of threatening US currency even. We will not consider the present scenario right now due to COVID-19. But as per your NCRT, whatever is there, it is in the syllabus, so you will basically stick to it. It also has a large share of world trade that allows it to assert in trade disputes and influence international economic organizations such as World Trade Organization. Politically also, two of its members, Britain and France, they are permanent members, and along with it, it has several other which are as non-permanent members in Security Council, United Nations, and this has allowed the EU to negotiate instead of coerce its interest in political affairs. Like EU has its two members as permanent members, so it has more say in the political affairs. Militarily also, its second highest spending on building. It is the second most important source of space and communication technologies also. However, the individual defense and foreign policies of its member nations and Euro limit its ability of influencing foreign relations and defense. So, dear students, we come to know about European Union, that it established in 1992. It is one of the biggest world economies and second largest combined armed forces it has. It has permanent and non-permanent members in United Nations Security Council, and its flag, it has circle with golden stars on its flag, which stands for solidarity and harmony between peoples of Europe. And another thing which you must remember, that it has its own anthem and its own currency, which make it a strong organization. And there are other things like economic development and on political and diplomatic power. On these fronts also, it has the largest economy, and politically and diplomatically, if we say, it has strong political and diplomatic influence on the world affairs also. For example, two of its members, they are the permanent members of United Nations Security Council. So European Union, we have learnt that it has evolved over time into a political union which has political and diplomatic influence. Another thing is its permanent members and non-permanent members, they has also make it a union which influence the policies and various resolutions of the United Nations. It also exercises some influence on US policies also, such as US position on Iran's nuclear program. It use its diplomacy, economic investment and negotiations also in case of its dialogue with China on human rights and environmental degradation. So dear students, that's all for this topic, and I hope you will also study side by side the notes which have been provided to you so that you can learn this concept thoroughly. Thank you and have a nice day, and please do study side by side. So I hope today you will finish the topic European Union. Thank you.